So welcome to Mike Drops Up Close, and we have an amazing entrepreneur with us today. His name is ERICK SALGADO. He is, probably said the surname wrong, by the way. He's absolutely amazing. I really love this guy to the core. He really, really inspires me. Out of all the entrepreneurs that I've met so far, this guy is my idol for many, many reasons, many levels. In fact, I can genuinely say I absolutely adore what he is about and what his company is about so much. I signed into it, and I really, really, really don't generally just do that. I had a lot of faith in this company, and they've proven to me how great they are, what a brilliant community they are. Their ethics, their integrity is amazing. But more than that, it's not just about people. It's really important, but the product and the services, and it is outstanding. So I'm going to basically introduce ERICK in a bit. And I want ERICK to tell us a little bit about his background, and we'll go into his services, because this is about, this is interviews about up close between us. With entrepreneurs, and obviously we'll touch on what they do as a living, but I want to find out a little bit about his history and so on for my audience as well. But if you guys are interested in anything that we're talking about, I'm going to have a link below in the comments. Because believe me, my mind was blown, and I come from a very varied background, from 3D graphic design. So I did multimedia design, so I do online courses. I've studied in ClickFunnels. I've studied in multimedia applications from many, many levels, and literally, I can honestly say, hand on heart, that this product is the best product out there on the market, and I don't normally throw large statements out there for no reason. It really is the best planet for a business. You don't have to be an expert. This is the best business platform out there on the market, and it saves you a lot of money as well. So anyway, I'm going to introduce ERICK, and then we'll go into what his product is, his company is all about. So ERICK, thank you ever so much for coming. It's amazing. I've got the CEO of this big company, giving me an interview privately. Absolutely amazing, and this just shows you for who you are. I know if I went to someone else in a competitor's, having the CEO of the company is quite rare. You might have to pay a shed load of money, maybe 100K or something stupid, to get them on. But the fact that we've become friends over the year, you have really inspired me so much, and I just had to get you on, and you said yes, which really means a lot to me. I genuinely mean that. So there you go, ERICK. Could you please give us an introduction of who you are, and we can take things further and ask a few.
All right, Michael. First of all, thank you for having me. It's an awesome opportunity. I saw some of your interviews before, and big players, big entrepreneurs, and I said, well, one day I'm gonna be with this guy. So actually, it's a privilege for me to be here talking with you and your audience. You have an amazing program. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you for all the kind of words that you said about our product. And that's it. Thank you very much. Well, about me, I am a digital entrepreneur, right? Actually, we call it, I am a businessman, and the platform that I'm working is Builderall, is an online business platform. We don't have a digital marketing platform. We don't have a software. We don't have a tool. We have an online business platform. That's the thing. What we want to do with Builderall is give it the chance, or give it the opportunity to have one entrepreneur in every home, in every family. This is what we are doing. If people say, well, what you are doing? I'm developing a software, I work with digital marketing. They have so many things to do. For us, what we are doing is we are working towards our goal, and it is to have one entrepreneur in every family. I see I believe that entrepreneurship is the way to achieve your financial independence, your realization as a professional, and of auto-confidence, and you can give jobs, you can change the world around yourself. So this is what I believe in, this is what I am doing. I'm working online with online businesses for more than 20 years now. I started in Brazil with one of the first websites in Brazil, and it's been 20 years I'm developing the system, like the solutions, Like you go to the marketplace, you put a product, and you find out a lot of needs and a lot of improvements, and then you make it better and better and better. And then after 20 years, we came up with Build It All. It's Build It All. It's been 5 years that we are programming the platform, but it is the result of more than 20 years working online to put together this platform. And if you ask me who is Eric today, man, Eric is just a guy who is behind the Build It All, the dream, the goal, the mission. And I'm working with Build It All like 24 hours a day.
I know.
See you doing it. Really close with entrepreneurs, with partners. We are growing around the world. Like we are having events, physical events in Germany, Italy, Brazil, United States. We are scheduling one event for Tokyo. And I'm working very close with those entrepreneurs because I really believe that that could be a solution for a lot of people, not Build It All itself, but the opportunity to become an online entrepreneur. And this is what we are doing with Build It All, especially because of the price point. Actually, Michael, you know that because you know me well. But if I could give Build It All for free, I would do that. There are a lot of ways to
I could genuinely vouch for what Eric is saying. He really is that kind of guy. And if you don't mind me just jumping in here, I just want to explain something to people. Eric has put in a hell of a lot of money into his systems, and he's growing, unlike many competitors, through word of mouth, right? Now that is very, 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 very difficult in this kind of industry, software industry, funnels, creating funnels and everything like that. And there's a reason why they're growing ridiculously fast, because the product is just getting better and better and better and better. But the other thing is what people don't understand is the product is a multiple of products and services within one. And there's nothing out there on the planet at the minute that does all that Build It All does. And like I said, if you're interested, there's a 7-day free link below in the comments. I'll put in there. And I'm going to throw some bonuses in. I'll put in the comments as well, if it's of interest to you. Click them in. And honestly, I really want to share this with people because I create my websites and I create my funnels and everything through this. And I used to use a product called ClickFunnels. Some of my audience might know what ClickFunnels is. And I've also used a few others. I've tried a few others like Kartra and a few others. And hand on heart, I've never experienced anything so absolutely awesome as this. Number one, you're not paying, like literally, if you bolted a few of these products together and they still don't do all the stuff that we do, they like cost almost £800 a month. And your price point is $29. It's crazy. You even have an online presence at $9 or $10. And then you have a business presence of $49. But the tools that are included in that are absolutely unbelievable. And like anyone, any entrepreneur needs this tool. Any business needs this tool because the amount of things you could use this for, creating your own webinars, creating your own landing pages, your own websites. I obviously do this as a living for people, but I actually don't mind sharing quality products and tools. A lot of people won't have the time to actually do it themselves, so they'll employ me to do it. And the truth is I haven't got the time to do everyone's work. So I actually do selected people's work. You know, people that need online courses created, I'll do it for them. If they need, you know, specific funnels and websites, I'll do it for them because there's so much this product, you can get really detailed, so much so that I'm actually on the certified program with the team. So we're learning really deep. It takes months and months of training of this program, you know, and it's worth, you know, putting the time and investment of your time and so on into that, you know. And I truly believe that there's nothing else like this on the planet. There really isn't. And I can genuinely vouch for the community, which I think is above everything, because the community is so great. But we've had, I just want to touch on this, we've had competitors try and join our community and infiltrate it. And unfortunately for them, they're very quickly spotted. But that says something to me about your growth and the power of Build It All. the competitors, the big competitors out there, I think are actually genuinely scared of Builderall. Now, I don't know what you think, but that's the only conclusion I can find.
Well, the thing, Michael, is again the price point and the value that we deliver. So they have to be prepared, because again, if I could do that for free, I would do that for free. But it's just impossible because we have the costs for support and servers and all those things. Just a second.
No, that's cool.
And so only for the streaming too, that because we have the funnels builder and everything, but we have our own webinar platform. Only for the streaming servers, it's more than $20,000 a month for the servers. So it's impossible to keep this thing for free. And, but I would do it if it was possible. But what we are doing is we have a very, very fair price point. So the money will never be a barrier for you to start your online business. Now, we have a paradox here, because Builderall doesn't sell Builderall. It's the affiliates who sell Builderall. We have this leverage affiliate program, and we create a community. We are partnering with a lot of people, and then the affiliates sell Builderall, and they sell like easily because Builderall is easy to sell, right? So it is about having this community. It is about having entrepreneurs, people get involved, people promoting and selling and making money. And when you sell Builderall, you make a recurring income. So it's awesome. But in the other tools, they also work with the affiliates, but they have a different mindset. So they charge a lot of money for the tool, and then they have a lot of other products on the sales funnel, right? So the affiliates make more money with one sale. But the one thing that I saw before, like, for example, I don't, personally, I don't like to buy something and I'm gonna pay, I don't know, $50. And then I'm gonna figure it out that to have the whole thing, I have to pay another $100.
Yeah, I've been there.
To learn the other thing, I have to pay $200. And then you are in a sales funnel in a way that you feel like, oh, come on, man, when this thing's gonna end, like $1,000, and you have a lot of tools that works that way, right? And generates a lot of money for the affiliates. Yeah. And when they put Builderall on the business, people figured out that they could have everything that we offer for just $50, $49. And there is no upsells. Builderall doesn't have upsell. Builderall, you have three plans, $90, $29, and $49. With $49, you have everything that we got, like unlimited emails, unlimited emails sending, websites, and all those things. And doesn't have upsell. So the affiliate will never do that kind of money in just one sale. It's like it's fair for the people who's buying, because my vision is it has to be good for the buyer. It has to be good for the customer, because then we can grow in numbers, right? Mm-hmm. If you build something just thinking on the affiliate, you may think that you are helping the affiliate, but in the end of the day, you're not going to have the recurring income, and people will figure out that they can have something better for a better price and all those things. So I think the best way to help those affiliates, or working together with the affiliates, is to have a great product for a great price and keep the users like for months and months and months and years. So then the affiliates will have the opportunity to actually create and grow and build a business over that platform, you know? And this is what we are doing. So in the beginning, we had a lot of affiliates talking bad about Builderall because it was against their interest, you know? But now what we see is a lot of affiliates coming to Builderall because they see that we can sell much more. We are growing in a faster way, you know, in a great speed. So we are selling a lot. So in the end of the day, you're going to make the same money, but your customer will pay less and they will stay for longer. Yeah.
Absolutely. The value is unbelievable. I mean, you could have a builder, another platform, a competitive builder, that's just a builder for funnels, for instance, and it does one aspect, and it just does that. But you have a builder that creates, and it's not just any builder. A lot of these builders are just like, you know, you got to put things in blocks. Mm-hmm. And if you're creative like me, or you want to be different, which is really important in marketing, in business, to be different, to be unique, to stand up from the crowd, you don't have the ability to do a lot of the features you can do within Builderall. I'm talking floating background-less videos. I'm talking layering, you know, images with transparencies and have buttons, and you know, having the parallax effects and following the scroll. An image can actually, I mean, we're talking some really high-tech stuff within a funnel builder. And then, I mean, it's really not talked about much, but you can build your own apps. You can build an iPhone app. You can build an Android app within this platform. And they're already sort of like, you know, featured. There's features apps out there built within this platform. And actually, anyone can do it. So if you've got an idea, you've got a business, Builder have made it so simple that it really is features. You can connect all your stuff. You can connect your Facebook to it and so on. You can bring in news feeds. You can bring in vouchers. You can put your menu on for your company. So say if you've got a restaurant or a chip shop or something like that, and you want an app for your restaurant or chip shop, for instance, you can actually build that very quickly with photos and everything, and make an app for your business. And I've got a lot of friends within the restaurant industry because my parents are from that. But that same concept can work for, I don't know, a property investor, which I'm also in, or you know, an app for your tenants, for instance, or you know, something where they can find things, a bit more information about the property, and so on. So what I'm offering to my people that are watching this is, I'm going to do a one-to-one webinar on this and go through some of the tools with my audience. And if they're interested, if they just comment below, they're interested, and we get enough engagement, I'm happy to do that and spend my time with people, because as people appreciate, I've got very limited time with a disabled child and you know, running a couple of businesses, and quite frankly, you know, my time is really valuable. But I really want people to truly see this, because I'll be honest with you, Eric, I actually got very, very angry when we're in a community, a fantastic community with Builderall, and then you've seen these people jumping into this community, and they start to be friends, and then you find out that they're actually competitors. And there's an easy way of finding that out now. Thank God we found out, and there's ways of tracking it all. So you know, we're good at keeping them out. But it's really upsetting that there's certain people stooping that low. Now, what I respect about you as a person is you really do what you say you're going to do. You're not up your own bottom in ego. You are genuinely a humble family man. You know, your family are beautiful. Your children are beautiful. You speak to me from integrity, and that's where I come from as a person, and that means a lot. And you don't throw, like, you know, multi-million-pound ads before every YouTube video you watch, and you're there, hi, I'm blah, 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 pushing your product, because you don't need to. You are growing quite naturally, fantastically. Now, if I was to be honest, when I first joined into Builderall, I've taken my time, and you've admitted this before, because you're growing so fast, and you are a giver. You come up with an idea, and you're like, right, we want to add this. We want to give them apps. We want to give them a webinar platform so they don't need Zoom. We want to give them, you know, yeah. I mean, you're going to add. I'm going to slip this through next year, early next year. I'm not going to tell a time, because I know what you're like. You'll release it. It'll be on beta. A few people are like, oh, this isn't working, and within a month or so, it's perfect, because you release it because you so want to give so much, you know, before it's in your head, and you're like me. You're just like me. But I'm going to tell it. If you want to actually add a CRM, now you've got a script generator, which in a competitor is like £300 a month. A month bolt on, and you've got that within, and it's absolutely bloody awesome. A script generator, to people that don't know, is if you're doing follow-up emails and so on, and you want to get, you can put in a few parameters, what your business is, what you are, and it fills in so it gives you a good template or body of copy, which is really great when you're dyslexic like me, and then you can go in and tweak things as you like. But you give this in your $29 product, and if you want to earn as an affiliate like you can on these competitors ones, you do, without doubt, it's well known out there, the best two-tier affiliate program on the planet, as far as I'm concerned. You gave a Mercedes CLAK, you know, and our good friend won that. And you obviously, you know, the actual income generation from affiliation is there as well, because it's growing fast and people are doing well with it because it's a great product. It's as simple as that. If it was a terrible product, I would not be with you for a year.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be paying more as an ambassador, because in theory, I'll just explain, ambassadors, or maybe you can explain the ambassador program. I'll let you explain it. Yeah.
Ambassador is kind of the founder of the company. When we launched this thing, we had to get some good affiliates to do a big launch, to support the launch. So we created the ambassador program. It's pretty much the same thing, but the ambassadors pay a little bit more and they have a little bit more commission.
And I don't mind. I genuinely do not mind, because I mean, yeah, we're paying a little bit more, but I truly feel that I'm part of the business, and you know, and you treat us like that, and you know, I believe it's closed now, the ambassador program, but you know, the reality is that your business is constantly growing, and so because of this growth, you constantly add in and changing things and all this kind of thing. So you never know, in the future, maybe, you never know, that kind of thing might open. I'm not sure, but the reality is, I mean, the certified program is amazing as well. I mean, I'm in that at the moment. It's going to take many, many months. I already knew a lot. I've learned a lot over the year on my own, so I feel like I know it. But just being in the program, it's like my head's blown on how much extra stuff that you can do. I mean, it really is. I mean, this is unbelievable, this platform.
You know why, man? Because most of the tools, they think we have to be easy and intuitive. So they have everything done for you and they are limited. But to build their own, I would say it's not that easy, it's not that intuitive. You have to learn how to work with the tool. But it's almost unlimited. You can build anything you want. It's just not a page builder. It's a builder of anything you want.
Which is why you call it Builderall.
Exactly.
It really is, yeah.
If you know how to work with the tool, and that's why we have the certification program, to give you guys more and more and more information with everything that you can do with the tool, you will understand that it's almost unlimited options.
I mean, we're really learning like real sub-level stuff. Like we're talking, you know, coding within, you know, the actual platform to get certain things integrated and so on. It really is amazing. You've just got Zapier connected to your mailing system. Again, this is unheard of. If you signed up to a mailing system, there's many out there, MailChimp, there's Infusionsoft and so on. They cost a lot of money per month. Now, how much is Mailing Boss within the program of $29?
Well, for the $29, I guess you have 10,000 emails with Mailing Boss. But with the unlimited plan, for the $49, you have unlimited emails. Yep. You have unlimited sending. So
I mean, there's entrepreneurs now. They're paying into these other emailing systems, right? And they're getting 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and they're paying 150, 200 pounds a month. And you've got this 10,000 in the mid range, and you've got in the affiliate, the business platform, $49. If I was anyone, I'd just go for the $49. The extras you get are unbelievable. Unlimited emails. Can you believe that? If you are high level, and I've got a lot of friends who are high level entrepreneurs, think of the saving. We are literally saving about £800 a month. And this product, I can vouch, is amazing. Mailing Boss, when it first was introduced, it had some issues. And the reason why it had some issues was because it's a new platform that needed to get the trust of other big systems like Gmail and so on. So some of the stuff was being sent into some spam folder. I can vouch now that Mailing Boss is absolutely bloody amazing. It's delivering better than actually the other systems that I talk about, because I get other people's mail and I see it in the spam. And I actually subscribe to my own stuff, and it doesn't come through the spam. And other people's that I subscribe to through this system doesn't come through the spam, which just shows the how brilliant it is. You've even added a new feature. You didn't have to. You've got it. A flow of the mail. So I don't know if people are aware of Active Campaign, for instance, where you can visually see the flow. So it's a flow chart of emails. So you can understand visually, if you're creative like me, of that email goes there, it's going to be timed. Another email will come out after a certain amount of time, and then send that email out, and so on. And this is like real high feature stuff where you don't get in other mailing systems. You only get them in the really high paid mailing systems. And I know you're still improving these things. Whether people have got something they like, you actually open up, people's, if they've got any opinions, or whether you actually let people. I mean, I remember saying about the flow thing, and the next thing you've done, you built it. It's just crazy. You guys, I've never seen anything like it, which is why I'm glad to be part of the business as an ambassador, to be part of a founder of this. And I really do suggest anyone watching this interview with the amazing Eric, if you haven't heard of him, you're going to start hearing of him. This guy's doing it. He is truly one of the best entrepreneurs on the planet. He's so humble. This guy's doing it from the ground up, a bit like my father when he came to this country with nothing, started from the ground up. Amazing guy. I truly see him as a digital father. This guy's amazing. I sound like a right arse kisser here, but you really are. What you've done, the fact that you stick to your morals, and your vision of giving, and it can't go above a certain price. And even though you could easily bolt on this extra stuff, charge £500, you'd still be cheaper than everything else. Because if you bolt on all this, with there's other stuff I haven't even touched on, photo editing within the software. There's there's just so many areas. The floating video stuff, it's just crazy. In fact, in the link below, if you go to the free 7-day trial, you can use all the tools for 7 days for free, and you look at the list. Just look at the list. Just press the more, because the list's so big. Even on the sign-in page, you have to press a read more, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. This list is so long, it's unbelievable, of the features of this program. You've got integrated SSL certificates. A lot of my clients have been hacked using WordPress. WordPress is open source. It's been hacked, and they've come to me desperate. Mike, I need a website, blah, blah, blah. I can build it on WordPress. I can build it on ClickFunnels. I can build it on Kartra. I can build it on other platforms that I've used as well. I'm a bit of a freak like that. I like to learn lots of platforms. Never in my life, as being a digital marketer, in my life, it's been quite a few years now, because I actually started from multimedia. Never in my life have I seen a product that I've actually saw so much power in, so much potential, even though I was early as a founder, like you say, within the company. You've been going for quite a few years, but coming to the West, it's pretty recent, really. A couple of years, most maybe a year and a half. But I came in pretty much in the early periods, and I've never seen any business actually grow so fast and add so many tools. And when you think you've got the best amount of the best amount of value, you're like, oh, by guys, we're going to add a CRM system to this as well. And you're like, what? I'm just saving another £150 or £200 or whatever. And you just add this stuff, and you do get the odd people that jump in, and they tend to be competitors. Now, why isn't this working? Well, that's beta, because we've just given it out for you to trial and test and all this kind of thing. And the fact that you're even letting us do that is just amazing. And I want to touch on something else as well, because I want you to talk as well. But I want to touch on your son, because absolutely, we spoke with him recently through a certification training, and honestly, I've got a son as well. Unfortunately, my son was born healthy, made severely disabled, but I'm severely proud of him, because he's fought a lot, and it really cuts me up inside. He might be blind, he might be deaf, he might be, he might have lost a lot, but he's a fighter, And I see you, and I see the pride that you have for your son, who, at the ripe old young age of how old is he now?
19.
19. But he's been doing this as an entrepreneur, and he is now successful entrepreneur And he really is making, you know, I'm not even going to say it, a lot of money, right, using your systems and tools, because the guy's actually gone in and learned the program, because obviously, and he's learned that, he's done it by himself. It's his own doing. He's his own creator. And there's lots of people like them, and even myself, I'm doing well, I'm making money off this. It's really good. But the point is, this is not about being a marketer. This is a business tool. This is what I use for lead generation. This is what I use for capturing data. You know, you were one of the first marketing, you got so many tools, it's hard to put you in a box, but you were one of the first companies to implement the GDPR systems actually out there. When a lot of people were asking in other forums, in ClickFunnels and in other forums, you know, when's GDPR going to be ready? When's GDPR? And I was in those because I still had you know, systems out there, because I do work for other people, you know, and some people just want to carry on using that, and I'm cool with that. It's up to them. But for me personally, I've seen both, and I know where I am. I don't like to follow the crowd. I'm not a sheep. I'm not brainwashed. I don't like to go, yeah, wow, woo, woo, and all this kind of thing. I like to go by the actual physical product and service, and the integrity is really important for me as well. So that's what got me within your company, and that's what's got me stayed in your company. And for as far as I'm concerned, I ain't leaving ever. You've got me for life. Sorry, you've got me for life, because I can't see anything better in you. Even if something came in and tried to compete against you, you've got so many years ahead of them. But the community and the actual, you know, the connections that you guys have got are amazing. Even dealing with infiltrators, I call them, you actually do it in a really polite, kind way. And I'm like, you know, I'm quite shocked how you know, decent you are. But it's crazy. I mean, I've physically, I've seen it myself, and I've even known people who are from other platforms, and I'm shocked. I'm taken back. I'm absolutely taken back. It's not just yours. Actually, a specific company has done it with another company called Kivio, and they do funnels as well when they're starting up. And they put some negative comments on something called AppSumo, as in a negative review, which was a fake review. There's a lot of fake reviews out there, unfortunately, because these are competitors. But like I said, and I suggest other people do the same thing, go check out the stuff on your own. Yeah. Check out the stuff. Yeah. Buy, you know, any business is human to human at the end of the day. If you've got a big company, you're Coca-Cola, and you're going to do a sponsorship with someone, there's someone at the end of the phone they've got to speak. That person's got to either say yes or no, we want to do sponsorship with them. It's still, even a big brand, it's still human to human. And I see the connection with you and the community in that way. You, as an entrepreneur, making millions and millions and millions of pounds, are still working your ass off day in, day, you know, every day you are constantly working, because you want to do it for the people in your community. You're training, you're helping, you're answering questions. I've never seen anyone put so much effort into it, and that alone is, you know, truly appreciated by me and by the rest of the community. I've got to speak for them as well. It really is, you know. So I had to say that. I'm sorry I went off on a spill there, but I had to say that because I really am truly passionate. When I really do appreciate, I show it. And I really appreciate you as a company.
That's because we are not here just to sell Build It All. Because, as you know, we can sell Build It All easily. We sell a lot of licenses every day. But it's not about selling. It's about having people using Build It All, actually building stuff, put content online, and start making money and creating their business. So sell Build It All is the easy part. The job, actually, the work that we are doing, we are working really hard to help people understand Build It All and put stuff online and create their business and get the right mindset and everything, so they can actually become entrepreneurs. Like, again, Build It All is an online business platform. It only works if you can put something online and make money with that.
Absolutely.
And the tool itself, Okay, it's been 5 years developing, a lot of money on Builderall. Today we have more than 100 developers working on Builderall. So that's why we can work with what we have and we can develop new stuff. But in the end of the day, if you have a lot of money and a lot of time, you can build a one platform. So what we are doing is we are working really close with people because we understand that Builderall is just a tool. What really matters is people. We have to work with people because the tool itself is not going to make you money. It's about you learning how to use the tool and get a relationship with the community. The community can help you, and you see that, like on Facebook, you see people helping each other, exchanging information and giving tips and all those things. So Builderall is a tool, but the business is about the community, it's about people. Again, what we want to do is to see one entrepreneur in every single family. And we can do that because we don't have to get all the entrepreneurs selling exactly the same thing. You can have different products, different systems, different courses, different everything, and with a lot of people. This is what we want to do. So again, Builderall is all about people, and we work really, really hard. And you know, Michael, something really cool, because when we talk about technology and all those things, and you talk about my kid, he's 19 years old, he's working, he's developing his stuff, he's making money, creating websites, apps, and all those things. But I just came back from an event in Germany, the Builderall Everest. Is something that we do to have the opportunity to know people and to have a live event, a live training. And you know what, man? Among almost 100 people that we had there, 90% of the audience, it was more than 40 years old, more than 40. So you see, it is intuitive, it is for everybody. It is not for just people who want to do marketing. It is for people who want to do business. They want to actually work and create and learn, and they want to have the ability to create themselves. You know, because it's not everybody that can pay a programmer, a designer. Sometimes you're going to hire someone on Fiverr or on Freelancer. They don't understand, they're not going to deliver. Sometimes they take a lot of time and they don't deliver the right thing, and then you have to hire someone to keep up with the job. But if you have Builderall and you learn how to build your own stuff and you can take care of this, doesn't matter if you have it or not, you can do it. You can have the control, right? And that's what it's about.
That's exactly it. And I mean, I know a lot of people want to dabble and stuff. There's so much in this program; it's huge. So like I said, I really do not mind for the people watching this, if they're really interested, if we get enough subscribers in, you know, I'm going to do my own event in my unit here. I can probably fit about 20 people. At the side of my house, I've got a little barn, and I'll do a free event training. I want to show people the power of it. So I want to get people, if they wanted to put an online course up, I'm going to show them how to do that. If they want to create a lead generation, I'm going to show them how to do that for free. And I'm also going to do a paid online course. It's not going to be massively expensive, but I want to, because it takes time to do all this stuff. But I want to give back. I want to show people how to do this because, you know, yes, I can make money, and I do it for people all the time. So I actually, you know, I'm doing websites for people and doing stuff for people all the time. But I think it's really important to be independent in this world. So even if you come to this event that I'm going to be doing, and you pick up the bits to be able to edit, and you get someone like me to create it for you, but you want the freedom to be able to put in your own stuff and swap stuff out. I think it's really important to learn a certain amount. Now, where I think it's really a shame in this industry as a marketer is where the marketers hold to ransom the client. And so what they do is they charge them a really extortionate amount. They charge them the fees to subscribe to these big programs to host them. So they're costing them like hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and they charge them for the service that they do. And then they're trapped. They want to change a little thing. They want to change it. It's like, you know, if I could have the time to pick up the phone and constantly be on there with everyone, I would. And you ask people that I know, I do that anyway now. But I'm finding it more and more difficult to do that because my time's restricted. So I'm happy to do an event like this, to teach people, to show them the platform. If they want to use my services to help create them something, I don't mind. I'm happy to do that. And I'll build them what they need. and then they've got the tool set to carry on and edit and change what they want, and they can, you know, make their own stuff completely from scratch. But I want to just offer that out to the people, you know, watching this. You know, if you're interested, then I'm going to put some links in below. But I want to hear about you. And I know we haven't got this for like 44 minutes. I don't know how long you've got. I know you're very, very, very busy. But I just want to hear about, you know, you as a youngster, because you've obviously got a real fire within you, a real power, a strength that I see, you know, in certain people, including my son, who's just, you know, my son died and is alive now. He literally died. He's alive now. And people say, how the hell, what kind of life has he got? He's deaf, blind, you know, he can't control his body and so on. He doesn't vocalize. You know, what is he like? What has he got? Just taste. What life has he got? And I say to them, if you could see my son and the strength that he has, he talks to me with his eyes. He is my inspiration, and that fire I see in certain entrepreneurs. It's a willpower, a strength, a natural survival mode. And I know you've got that because you started off very small with a lot of competition, with a lot of people hacking into your systems and so on. You've started off, and that's quite intense for someone to actually take that on, and these big guys coming at you, and you naturally to grow so fast and so big. I mean, how many subscribers have you got now? I mean, it's a crazy amount.
It's about 30,000. It's
crazy. It's crazy. And I mean, I think lead pages. You're there. I mean, there's a big another. You know, there's other platforms. The point is, you're growing really fast. I mean, you pretty much can do. I'm going to say a few names out there. You can do what Wix does. You can do what Active Campaign does. You can do this, you know, with your emailing, you got unlimited. You can do what ClickFunnels does and more. You can do what webinar systems can do. You know, so you can build apps. You know, you can do basic photo editing within there. Sorry,
ManyChat.
Exactly. It's just crazy. You got social proofing systems in it. You got a chatbot. Unbelievable. I completely forgot about that one. And that one's amazing. We've got my friend Wasili on that. Very good friend, bold like me. And he's really doing awesome with that. And I mean, people are paying separate, stupid amounts of money on this stuff. And you got that chatbot's integrated within Facebook and so on, which is, you know, Facebook have given you the all clear to do that. It's crazy the amount of value within this. I mean, in my head, if I add it all up, even the chatbot, I actually signed up to a chatbot system from another company about 6 months ago. And as soon as I heard this, I was like so happy because this system was not really intuitive. It wasn't easy. And the chatbot, for people listening, it's basically an autoresponder with variables in that, say if someone goes to your business page, they can have an automatic reply, and depending on this certain answers question replied, an automatic reply come back. And you can do that within your business to actually send out documents, to send out you know, online events, and so on. It's just amazing. And you know, it really is I mean, there's the opt-in rate so much higher than mail. It's absolutely brilliant. It really is. But integrating it within the system, it just adds on top of all the awesomeness of what you have as a pro, and it takes time to learn all this stuff. So I appreciate a lot of people, you know, will be like, but I say to them, you don't have to learn it all. You know, for that price, if you had one part of it, say just a funnel builder, or just a basic, you do want to sign up to Wix or something like that, you just, or Press, you just wanted a site up, this is going to really, you got actually a lot of templates within there as well, haven't you? Which is great. A lot of people can have things already built. So just the one item makes it worth it. But yeah, I'm absolutely, you know, in love with the SIS service and the product. And
Michael,
sorry.
If you have someone who never worked online and this guy look to build their own and say, "Wow, this is amazing," it's cool. But having someone like you who access all the platforms, all the tools, you know everything that we have online, you know, and giving us so amazing feedback. For me means a lot, man.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I've come from a very, very multimedia background. I studied at university, used to work at the BBC, doing websites for them. And although I actually came from a multimedia background, so I did 3D graphic design, we're doing websites, so I come from a very varied background. Even so, before I came into your network and signed up as an ambassador and be like a founder to this company, I used the big names out there, even some of the small ones I was trying out. I was never fully satisfied. I was never fully satisfied. There was something that was getting me, and I wasn't fully satisfied. And your vision hit home with me, with what I was looking for. And I knew even back then, you've always been honest. You're like, we're adding this, we're going to add mailing boss. There's going to be some, there's going to be some tweaks here and there, but I want to share it with you now. You want to give it to us all straight away, whilst the programmers are trying to catch up with your vision, But actually, you got it brilliant straight away, pretty much. There was a couple of things, but that was actually the nature of the beast, because it has to almost, the mailing systems have to earn and nurture their delivery. And so you've had to do that. But you've also added other things that you didn't have to do. The servers, you actually gone to really top-end DNS servers, which are so secure. They've got extra backups and so on. It's very difficult to be taken down now.
Yeah, we get like DDoS attacks like every day. A lot of DDoS attacks.
Exactly. I wonder why you're getting attacked. You know what I mean?
So a lot of attacks every day. We know that we have on the deep web some people paying to bring down all. So we are pretty serious about the websites for our customers. So no matter what, your website has to be online, because you may be launch a product, putting money on advertisement. So you trust build it all to put your business online. Your business will be online. And to make sure that thing happens like that, we develop our own CDN network. So we have servers in all continents. We have a lot of machines. We have a super smart system. Your website will be on the server that you have close to your country, but it's going to be in other servers as well. So, for example, if we have one server in England, and because one of the DDoS attacks, a hard one, very powerful, brings down that server, doesn't matter, because we have your website in 4 more servers around the world. So your website will be online. And other things that we are creating to be one of the most powerful platforms. Not like, oh, you guys have the tools. Yes, we know we have the tools, but we want to be powerful. We want to be faster. We want to be like safer. So this is what we are working now on, the infrastructure of the company.
Yeah, I mean, some people say being on a platform of any form, whether it be any competitor, it's stuck on that platform. But actually, you're very different. You actually have backups. And if people want to actually move your thing onto another host, you'll back up your stuff, because it's built on top code HTML5 and so on, additional stuff. So they could do it, but they won't be able to edit and do what you can do within your system. But the fact that you even offer that is in an SAS system is unheard of. And also, if there's a mistake you made, or you did something wrong and you're building, as you're building or editing it, you could just phone up support. You could chat to support on the and they could actually go back for you, because you've got backups of people's.
5 versions of your backup your website. So
It's unheard of. You just do not have that. And it's these things that people signing up don't understand. That's another thing you need to put in your list. I said to people, you've got this big long list that just, I mean, I'm reading it. It's like the $29 is like, my head's still going like this. Because but you need to add a fantastic community as one of the, you need to add the backup. These things are the safety of the CDNs and so on. Even the events. I'm going to do an event in the UK, and I'm going to show the world this, because for me, I feel it's my baby as well. As a founder with you, I just absolutely got to share this. And someone that comes from a bit of marketing background, a little bit of coding from back in the days. And get me coding now, never going to happen, because we don't need to. And the people watching this who've got businesses and they're scared and they've got ideas in their head and they don't know where to go, and they want to build an app for their restaurant, they want to build an app for their business, and or they want to build a website, they want to build a landing page to capture emails properly with GDPR built in. They just have to tweak a few things personal to their business. There's nothing out there that makes it so simple. There really isn't nothing out there that makes it so simple. And so for me sharing this with my crowd and my audience, I'm not sharing it because I'm not here to sell the product. I'm actually here to actually encourage people to not be in a situation like me when I was stuck in hospital for 3 months with my son dying and wires and everything all over him. I mean, I have it on my phone. People think I'm mad. Look at this. This is my son. I have on my phone, right? This is my son. Let me just show you. Okay. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I don't know if I'm gonna lock the screen. But right. And just lock the screen. That's my son. Yeah. All the tubes, wires, everything. Why do I have it as a lock screen? It's my why. My reason why. Why I have to be successful. One day there will be a robotic suit or something that I'll be able to have the funds to pay for my son, to give him the freedom, and without having the income there, I can't donate, I can't help my child, I can't help spread the message out there for other people. It's very difficult. I've written a book, My Little Spartan. I've got it here, actually, I'll just throw it in. I try and promote it anywhere, but all donations go to charity, including the cost of buying the book because of me producing it. Some people say, profits go to charity. Actually, I've put in the cost of the book. So I've paid to make this goes to charity. And it got international bestseller, which is brilliant. I'm really happy about that, considering I'm not a writer. But it's not about marketing. It's not about business. A lot of people write books about that to self. It's about having the strength to carry on, the why, the reason why. And that's why I have that on my phone, because it gives me the power to, when I'm tired, I've had only 4 hours sleep, it gives me the power to move forward. It gives me the power to help people. And I want to really, get people to be self-sufficient. I can easily make money and keep this quiet, my best secret, and just make money by building stuff for other people. I'm happy to help people and build stuff for a cost because they haven't got the time. Totally get that. But I also want people to understand that they can do a lot of this stuff themselves. And like I said, just check out the free link below. That's the kind of person I am. A lot of people wouldn't do that. They wouldn't show you the apps or give you their contacts abroad or something like that. They create these things. I really genuinely want people to not be in that situation where, and it can happen to anyone. I never expected in my life we'll end up in hospital. We've had cancer situations. My father-in-law just died the other day, literally. Life changes and you don't know what's going to happen. And I want people to have at least another option. If you've got a certain business, whether you're in property, whether you're in a restaurant or whatever, I want you to look at this and think, have you got an idea? What can I do? And the great thing about it, unlike other platforms, again, the reason why I mention a lot of platforms is not to be knocking them, is to compare the differences in terms of, like, you do not have a contracted time. So if someone signed up, they can sign up without a credit card, which is, again, unheard of, right? So they can sign up without a credit card, try it for 7 days, have a play around. Some people don't get it within a certain 7 days because there's so many things. But the point is, even if you paid for it, and I suggest people just pay for it because you can cancel at any point. But I can guarantee you, if you know what's out there, the tools are out there, you will see the value in this. I mean, I've got people in my downline that have signed up. I don't promote this. I'm not pushing this out there, but I've got people that have signed up because they connected to me and they want me to help them. So that's why I'm happy to do, one-to-ones with them. And I'm happy to, at my own expense, provide some food in my own, host it for 20 odd people in my room and do mini training for them, which people would charge, good £400 or £500, to do that. I'm happy to do that. to teach people. Obviously, the bigger we get it, the bigger the event and so on it costs. We have to charge people. Whatever, you could do something in the future that might have to cost more. But what I'm trying to say is, it's amazing what you give, and because you as a company give so much, it encourages me and empowers me to want to do the same. Do you know what I mean? It really does. And I think it's really important that we all live in this kind of world, because we only live a certain time in life. My wife had a cancer scare, going through all the crap of what happened to my son. And, you know, there's been some massive stresses in property investing that I've been going through and gone through in my life. And life is full of stresses. And I think it's really important to understand, if we can give back in any small way, then that's what you should do. And that's why I appreciate you even being online with me. I really do.
Michael, one cool thing about it's not like having Builderall, but learning how to work with Builderall is exactly what you're saying. Like life can change. The life can change like tomorrow. I don't know what you're doing, but maybe you can lose everything that you had in one day. Right? Yeah. Some new regulation. For example, people who works with Facebook and Google, they can lost all the revenue in one day. Yep. So life changes. Those bad things happens, right? But if you know how to work on, how to create stuff, with one platform like that, you can create one business in one day. You can generate money in one day. Guys, it's amazing what we did, what I saw some people doing with Builderall, because this guy, he's a designer in Brazil, right? And he went through a really bad time, and he lost everything. So he joined Builderall. He's working with Builderall for a few months. Now he just figured out a way to make money online. He created a product to sell for Builderall users. It's a series of backgrounds that you can use in banners, boxes, buttons, and all those things. So he got the idea. He created the product. He created the sales page. He put on the marketplace, and he's selling, and he sold more than 1,000 already. So he is generating money from nothing. He just woke up with the idea. He started creating in 1 week, working a lot. He created the product. He created the sales page. He put on the marketplace, and he's selling this thing because people want to buy. And same thing with you. Like, you have a business. Tomorrow you don't have anything. But if you have the mindset, if you are an entrepreneur, you're going to get another idea. And knowing how to work with Builderall and having the platform, you have the power to create something in one day, to put online, to test your ideas, and to make sure your ideas is good, to do some advertisement, start selling. You can create money like this, right? Yeah. So this is something that, like, it's about having the power like, it's all about you. It's not about the conditions. Like, the conditions changes like every day. But if you know how to do it, and you have this power of, you can start again. Like, you can rebuild your business. You have the heart. With Builderall, you have the tools. If you have the heart with Builderall, you have the tools. So you can do very well with the business that you have right now. But if something bad happens, you know how to start again. You know how to generate money. So, and even if you already have something cool, but for example, I'm going to give you an example. My kid, Alvaro, he has his revenue, he has his income, he has his job, he has a lot of things. But now he put on his mind that he want to buy a Corvette, a pretty new Corvette. It's a $100,000 car. It's expensive. And I said, man, the mindset is, you are not going to buy this car with your job, with the money you are already making, because the money you are making is for your marriage, is for your college, is for your living, right? It's already done. Now, if you want to buy the car, someone else has to pay for this car. So you figured out something to put online, you create your business, you create something, and then you go for selling. And then someone else is going to buy this for you. And with this mindset, he created a funnel, he created a group, young entrepreneurs, he created a funnel, he created a system, he created courses, and he's just promoting this thing for young people. Now, he's teaching young people how to build and sell websites, how to build and sell apps. And he created this movement, young entrepreneurs, and he's selling, he's making money, and he bought his car. Now he already have the Corvette. He's very happy, but
He is.
he bought this thing without touching his money, you know. So this mindset is good, and if you have something like Build It All, it's possible. Okay, I want to go to Europe. Someone else has to pay for that, and then you can create something, you put online, you sell your ideas, and you're gonna make money to do something else or to create something else. That's the cool thing about being an entrepreneur and have one tool like that, because you can. It's about empowering people. You know?
I'll tell you a little quick story. I had a client come up to me and she wanted me to set her an online presence, and she wanted some branding, because I come from a design background as well. It's like, so she wanted some branding doing, she wanted a website, she wanted a landing page, she wanted an online course, and a separate area for retreats, so to set up events and retreats. And this lady, she's lovely, she's she's absolutely really lovely person, but she was under the, and again, this is mindset, she was under the impression, she's like, you know, how much that would cost. I told her the price and the cost of like to get the platform, which is on the $29 a month, and she was like, it's too much, too much. And I was like, okay, that's fine, no problem. And then literally, no joke, no word of a lie, she went on and I know, because I know different people in the area, she went on to go try and replicate the same thing, and she was coming back with like double digit, like we talk, beginning, like, you know, tens of thousands to get all this stuff she wanted doing. And it's just crazy. And then she came back to me asking me, and the only way I can do that, right, the only way I can do it where I can save the client money is by using a tool like Builderall. So actually, the benefit for me as an agency, I've got a company called Effusive Marketing as an agency, is because I can pass that on. I don't actually add, I could easily add the number on top. And people don't realize the cost of things until they go and shop around, right? So even if I said £500, you know, they don't realize that actually, if you wanted to go and get some SEO separately somewhere else, it costs you this much. If you wanted a website, it costs you this much. If you wanted a landing page, there's people doing it for £1,000 just on a landing page, let alone a website. If you want a chatbot integrated, it costs you. If you want mail marketing, that's cost you separate. There's people charging separate bundles of money just for these services that amount to a big amount. And they don't really fully appreciate the skill set that you need in life generally to put a lot of things together. But Builderall helps people do that. It's easier for me because I've got a good background from different platforms, but Builderall gives that option to people, and it's just a matter of a time for them to actually pick it up and focus on certain areas if they've got the time. They don't have to have the time. They can use people like me, pay a certain amount of money, and then and I don't charge a lot of money, actually. It's ridiculous. I mean, I keep on getting told off, but I've got mentors. They keep telling me you need to value yourself more and all this kind of thing. And I think they're right, and I need to do that. But again, I can't help but give. But I just wanted to express that the importance of that was because something's happened there. Yeah, the importance of that is because you know, the value that you guys give allow me to give the value back, and so that's what I love about the platform and you as a company. It's absolutely amazing.
So, for example, in this what you're saying, can you imagine, like, you are an entrepreneur, you have a lot of ideas, and then you wake up with something that's really, really cool. You say, man, this is going to be awesome. I really have to see that. And you don't have the tool, you don't have the knowledge, you have nothing. What's going to happen? You're going to go to Fiverr, or you're going to go to Freelancer, or you're going to go talk with some friend. You're going to pay $500 for someone to do a page to see if the idea is good enough, or people will buy, or people will go for it. You see, so right there, you stop it. You're not going to go pay $1,000 for someone to build your page, and it's going to take like 2 weeks for you to give an idea, give it the content. It's not going to happen, and you stop it right there. But if you have the tools, and if you know how to do it, it's very, very easy. Man, you can just go to Build It All. You can get a template for a sales page. You have the 13 parts of the sales page. Just can go following the directions, and boom, you have a thank you page. You can put online, you can promote, and you see
Yeah.
Maybe one day you're gonna sell one thing and you say, wow, this is actually can work. Now that I have the idea, I will hire one designer to work on this platform and create this for me in a better way. And then you can go for it. But the power that you have that in one weekend, like, entrepreneurs, they do those kind of things on Sundays. Like you're not gonna stay home Sunday doing nothing. Some Sundays you're just gonna put some ideas online, And I did that before. I created one website to sell one special product for hair. I was here in Orlando and I see a lot of Brazilians coming from Brazil and going to these stores and buying this Moroccan oil, the shampoo or something. The women pay a lot of money for this thing in Brazil. So they come to the United States, they buy a lot of this product and they use in Brazil for 1 year. And I said, whoa, really? So this is like this? Okay, we're just gonna buy a website to sell this product for Brazilians. And then I'm gonna put the shipping, I'm gonna put all the costs, and let's see if that happens. Michael, in one day, I sold $1,000 of this product, just promoting on my Facebook. And I said, whoa, I found the thing that I'm gonna do this thing for, like I'm gonna scale. And then I tried to scale, I hired someone in South Africa, I guess, to bring the product to the United States, but it didn't work. So I could do that if that would be my main idea, my main business. I understood that I would have to put a lot of time to do the business, but I have a different path, so I quit. But the thing is, if I was about to do that thing, like if I had nothing and I just had to build it all, I could have a business right there to create e-commerce to sell those products for Brazilians. I would put the shipping and everything, and it still would be cheaper for Brazilians than buy there. So I had a business right there. I just didn't do it because I didn't have the time to do everything that I actually was supposed to do to actually take the business. Same thing I did one day with Builderall. I created a sales funnel for a tennis coach. I created the website, I created the landing page, I created the page with the coupon, and I got this guy on the first page of Google for tennis lessons in Hunters Creek, right? So this guy, when he started, he had like 10 clients. Mm-hmm. 1 month later, he had 80 clients with this thing because he was just first result on Google. And the page was beautiful and people were promoting and they had the system to make it work. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this thing for every single tennis coach in the United States. I can sell a lot of this funnel. The funnel is ready. But again, to make this thing happen, it has to be my main business and then I'll have the time. But I had the business right there. So a lot of opportunities, a lot of ideas, a lot of things can happen if you already have the platform, if you already know how to do it. Because if you are prepared, the opportunity is going to show up. If you don't know how to do a sales funnel, for example, the tennis coach, I was seeing this guy giving a lesson, and I said, man, this guy is so good. Why he has just like so less clients, just 10? He could have like way more than that. And then since I know how to do that, I say, you know what? What's missing is the digital marketing. Because people on the neighborhood will try to find this guy online and will not find. So I knew it, how to do it. So the opportunity was there for me. So if you have the tool, if you know how to do it, if you know how to work, you will see opportunity everywhere. And then you can start a business like this. So that's why we say Builderall is a business platform, online business platform. Because if you have it, if you give yourself a little time to know how to work, to see some videos, to watch some tutorials, to be part of the community, to get to learn a little bit more online business, on your regular life, you will see opportunity everywhere. All you have to do is take the opportunity, create the system, and then you're going to make it happen.
It's so true, very true. It's very similar in property investing as well. When you learn the system, you learn the tools. I paid a lot of money in my mentorship and in high-level masterminds and so on. And I've done the same in marketing. So I think it's important to invest in your education and stuff like that. It's really, really important. And I think the reality is not everyone has that opportunity, is the truth. So the fact that this platform allows people to get started and feel their way through it, is very rare. A lot of them aren't as intuitive as Builderall is. Now, it's gotten more intuitive. Back in the day, it was, I'll be honest, it was a bit clunky in terms of the fact that you had a lot going on, and you've changed the whole interface. Everything's completely changed. But like you've admitted yourself, it's obviously growing pains. Every business goes through it. What you've become now has blown my mind. I never, ever, I had vision with you guys, had the faith with you guys, but I never, ever imagined it'd get to this place where you are now. In fact, you touched on something just now, which we didn't even bring up earlier, which is another area which is unheard of. E-commerce. You're bringing e-commerce to the platform as well. Now, there's a lot within e-commerce, and there's a lot within that still needs to take place. There's shipping areas and stuff like that. But eventually, at some point, this whole thing this beta stuff going on at the moment. But it's actually another area that, Shopify or whatever you might use, that you'll be able to do within Builderall. Now, a lot of people don't need always all the features of all these big platforms. So, for instance, I would say easily without, Infusionsoft as a mailing system has so many things as a mailing system. It costs a lot of money. But I would say genuinely, hand on heart, as a marketer, a lot of the stuff you don't need, right? I genuinely believe a lot of the stuff that's there is not always needed. And Mailing Boss has got all the tags within it. It's got the flowcharts, the automatic replies, the abandoned stuff. You can do all this stuff, which is like pretty much everything. So many people buy into these things and they're just starting out. They don't even know what they need. And you're constantly adding this other stuff that incorporates chatbots and e-commerce and CRMs and stuff like this. It's all coming together and it's all being added, and webinars. It's like, why do you need this separate system that needs to add and connect to that and then tells that? Well, you've got this whole system that does it for you. You can track things within it. You don't have to go out into something. You don't have to go back. You have an abandonment. You can see it. You don't need these extra features because it's within one platform. So a lot of the features on other things are in there because they need to be in there. But within Builderall, because the ecosystem of the platform, it's actually quite nice because you can just visually see stuff. You can literally just go in the back office, see stuff. And that's, again, another very rare thing to have. And me as a marketer, as a businessman, I really appreciate that. But it's very easy to confuse people with this platform as well. I've got to stress, because some people think it's a marketing platform. It's not at all. You can use it for marketing. You can use it for lead generation. You can use it. It's a creator. It's a creator tool. It's anything you want, you can have. And it really sounds crazy, but if you want an app, you can do it. If you want lead generation, you have to have a platform to create lead generation. If you want automation, you need a platform to create automation. The chatbot, the tractions, stuff, the tracking systems you got in there, A/B testing and so on that you got within the platform. All that helps with lead generation and automation. You can put things in place that allow automation to reply to people with certain tag words. The social proof, the testimonial stuff. It's crazy the amount of stuff that's out there that you can automate without having to say to people, yeah, you need to go there, you need to do that. It's just crazy. And if you put it together cleverly, it offers so much. I mean, I would love to spend every second of the day on this. I'm balancing a lot of stuff, which is why I'm offering to people to do a one-to-many free training. So I'm happy to do that. If people are actually interested in coming to, click on the link below, check out the 7-day free trial. I'm going to add in a couple other links of a couple of training things I'm doing. And then I eventually am going to be doing an event if people are, I know the people that I know. Yeah.
And Michael, let me tell you something else. Like, we are saying a lot of things about Builderall. Some people sometimes go to some videos and people talking, and at the end of the day, they're going to charge $1,000. Again, Builderall, we don't do that. Builderall, we have plans for $9, $29, and $49, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Our mindset is we have our customer. For example, you pay $49, so you have access to everything. So if I decided like, well, today we should have a CRM. I'm going to develop a CRM. I'm going to put on the platform. I'm not going to sell you something else. You are a Builderall customer. You will have access to everything that we develop because we understand you need more tools like every day. As the internet grows, we have more needs. And we're going to be always developing my mission is to give you everything that you need to have your business online. So if we have to develop more stuff, we're going to develop more stuff. But now, sometimes you think, okay, but I don't have any idea, I don't have any business, I'm not joining Builderall because I don't know what to do. Then I would say, if you want to work online, you want to learn how to work online, you want to create a business, you have this feeling like I could be doing something else. Mm-hmm. You can join Builderall because Builderall itself is a product, and we work with affiliates, mm-hmm. and it's ready to go. We have the sales funnels, we have the videos, we have the trainings, we have everything. So if you feel like I would like to work online, but I don't know what to do, the thing is, join Builderall. You can start working with Builderall, like promoting, because Builderall is a product. And you can learn digital marketing as you promote Builderall. So you're going to have the funnels, you're going to have the offer, you're going to have the product, you're going to have the two-tier system. It's awesome, it's very powerful. And you're going to start making some money as you're going to go learning with the community. You're going to have ideas. And again, you have the tools, you're going to learn a little bit more about online business, digital marketing, so the opportunities will present itself when you have the knowledge, right? So if you don't have anything, it's not a problem. You can join Builderall, you can work promoting Builderall, you can start with our funnels. You don't have an idea, but you have friends, you have a Facebook account, you have an Instagram account, you can work with Builderall, you can start making money, you can be part of the community, you can learn with us. And I don't know, maybe you don't have any idea today, but in 1 year, you will have a huge network on Builderall, you will have some money, and then you can have an idea and money to fund your idea, you know? So it's just like a question of decision. You have to decide.
We've seen that. We've seen that with many people within the system, including myself. I mean, I work it both ways because I come from the creative background, so I actually build stuff for people. But, you know, I promote it in the fact that I give advice and I suggest it. I don't openly massively promote it. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, why am I keeping this secret to myself? You know, I need to share this with people because people really do. There's a need out there for lead generation within many organizations, for automation within many organizations, for websites, to be able to be adaptive. You want to do an event, you want to create an event page, you can just do it. You know, have the split testing in there. You even teach within the program on how to do a lot of this stuff. It's all in there. You've got all the I've never seen anything like it. A lot of the other platforms, you might have to pay into a training system to actually learn the system that they've just sold you for a lot more money. And so you have to pay into this high-level training system. And there's people going to these massive, you know, tens of thousands kind of events to go and see these people, and they're paying crazy amounts of money to learn the stuff that we've already learned for free within your platform. And that is the reality of it. You give so much, it's unheard of. I mean, the events you do for the customer. It's not for yourself. You do for the customer because your growth is through word of mouth. And it's not through spending millions on YouTube ads or putting cookies so you show up everywhere. You know, people I get really annoyed with that, and I'm a marketing guy. I get really annoyed with it, and I never put the ad blocker because I'm too intrigued by people's ads, but they still annoy me. They still annoy me, especially a specific person that keeps on coming up. But the point is, it really irritates me because there's a lot of hype there. There's a lot of hype, and I see the hype in it. And I know people that I know that are using these other systems. I was there using the same systems, but I don't want to be a sheep. I have my own mind, my own opinion, and I really truly believe in your product because it's proven itself to me. You know, I'm not the sort of person that just goes into something, you know, with my eyes closed. You know, I do what I need to do that's right for the people that I work with. And anyone that knows me knows I'm a man of integrity. I do not BS people. You know, I do my best for everyone that I can do. And that's why I'm being honest like this. You know, I don't have to be this honest, but I'm being very honest because it's true. It's true. So I know we're going to have to wrap this up. It's been quite a while. I mean, I could sit here and talk with you forever. But I genuinely really appreciate your time. And I just want to say to the people watching this, if you're interested in, you know, coming to something that I'm planning to do real soon, actually, I'm actually just converting the unit at the moment. I've got the office set up, I've got the projector set up, I've got a big table set up for, you probably get more than 20 people. We've got a little pool table in the corner as well for people. I'm going to set this up, we're going to provide some refreshments and some food. It's going to be a free event. Obviously it's limited. If it's a success, I'll do it again. And if you're interested, just comment in the comments below if you're interested, and I'll collect your email addresses or whatever, your contact details, and we can just, you know, put this thing together. But I really want to say thank you so much, Eric. You, your family, what your company's about, all the support staff are amazing. They put up with a lot of questions in one go from a lot of people because you're constantly growing. So there's always a lot of questions, but you reply. You guys reply, and you might get some people come on and it's like, oh, no one's answered me within 2 hours, and I just don't get it because I've actually been on these big platforms and they never answer you. You know what I mean? And if you have an issue and you put it in a forum, for instance, they delete it. They delete it, and it's just, whoa! Why are they deleting? The guy's asking a simple question and they're deleting it, and you got to ask yourself why. And I've seen a lot of big players move from a certain platform and come to this, and they said that's why. So we've got a lot of people within our system. But what really upsets me is, like I said, is that infiltration that we've been having. And so that to me, that alone gives me my full loyalty to you, because I find that really shameless and really underhand. And for me, that means a lot. That gives me more loyalty because that's the kind of person I am. When I see that sort of stuff happen, I think, so that's how they play, right? So this dirty marketing tactics, it's the worst thing out there. People are annoyed. People don't like it. It's like when you get those spammers. Forex is almost getting like that. You know, you get like the crypto stuff as well. There's some genuine stuff that are making really good money from it. But because there's a lot of spammers now that add you as a friend and straight away, you know, that is almost becoming, the name of it is almost becoming related to spam. And marketers have got a horrible name now because marketers because of the bad ones, the ones that do this, it's like, oh, it's a marketer. And in the property world, people talk about estate agents in a similar manner, you know, because they're pushy and they're trying dirty tactics to try and sell stuff and all this kind of thing. And it's a real shame. It's a real shame because, you know, there's some really quality stuff out there and products and people and really genuine, you know, good communities out there that support businesses like your own. And you do it from the heart, because if it was anything other than that, you'd be literally easily able to charge a lot more. It's as simple as that. You'd be able to charge a lot more. I think my computers have gone to sleep, so that's probably telling me that it's time to go. But I think there's like over an hour. I think we've done an hour and 27 minutes.
Awesome. It was good.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I'm just going to turn my thing down a bit. It's gone right there. So I want to say thank you again, Eric. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to put some links into your company, and you know, I really am happy to be a part of your company as a founding member with the Ambassador System. I really am happy to actually be promoting this now, finally starting to promote it with this. I've kept it very quiet. I like to check things out thoroughly, which is why people should really check this out, because I've been part of this for over a year now, and I still used other programs up to about 6 months ago. And I thought, well, this is a no-brainer. I've just got to stop that, and I'm saving about £500 a month. and I didn't use a lot of the extra, and then you've added these extra things. So for me, thank you for saving me money, first of all. Thank you for bringing such an awesome product out there. Thank you for helping many people like me in situations that we might find ourselves in, to find another way through in life, because your product is brilliant for business. It's not a marketing product; it's a business product. And like I said, whether you've got a restaurant, whether you've got an idea, you might be into knitting or craft, or you might be into some sort of sport. I mean, I know yourself, you're into your whole, is it karate or what was it? Because you're a professional, weren't you, in all that?
Yeah. I did a lot of martial arts.
Martial arts, yeah. Well, I did a website too.
Jiu-jitsu and all those things. So yeah, I went to.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple of people in the program that I'm building stuff for them that are martial arts, and really top guys, actually doing very, very well. One second nunchucker in the world, and the other guy's got a massive. He's got a huge. He does lots of training and stuff like that. He's got a huge building he's built because he's just growing so massively within martial arts. Both fantastic guys, and they're within this system because I built stuff within this system for them. Again, like I say, at the end of the day, whatever you can dream of, you can build, and you can do that within this system. And I want to say thank you ever so much for telling us your story, for telling us about your products and services. And I better leave it there because I'll just carry on talking. But thank you again, Eric. I really appreciate it. And to the next time we speak, probably this Friday in our meeting, we'll catch up. But thank you again. Really appreciate your time.
I have no words to express how grateful I am to be here with you and to have this kind of feedback from you, that you know what you're talking about, and that means a lot for us. And well, you said a lot of good things about Builderall. I have nothing else to say. And again, man, I congratulate you because of the guy you are and how you face your challenges in your life. You are experiential for everybody else. And keep going, man. Keep going with this thing that you are learning from your kid and bringing this to the entrepreneurial world. And with your seminars, the places that you are talking about this thing, and again, you are an example for me. And for me, I'm glad to be here talking to you. I know you are an amazing entrepreneur, amazing guy. You are 100% heart. We see that, and for me, this is all about having people like you in this company. It's what makes this community different. It's what makes this community what it is. So again, man, thank you, everything.
Thank you. I really mean it. If I do a huge event here, you're definitely going to be coming, aren't you?
Oh yeah, man. That doesn't have to be huge. Just do an event, bring people. Even if we have to start Builderall, give a kickstart on Builderall on England. I
want people. This is, I genuinely mean it when I say to people, it's like, they don't have to be experts to do this. Mm-hmm. Yes, they can employ people like me to do it for them, but and there are more detailed things within there, the system. But like you said, I think we've got people in their 70s doing this. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know in our group, in the training, there's people of many ages, and I know many people are actually training their kids. They've picked it up. So there's obviously very many areas that people can do, but there are other areas that are complicated. Integrating certain things that not complicated. It's more additional stuff that it takes time to learn, because there's so much to the platform, so many areas, integrations, that it just takes time. And sometimes people haven't got the time, they need to outsource it. That's fair enough. But I do recommend that you do sign up, that you do learn it yourself. If you're in a business, just take a bit of time, an hour a day, have a look at the videos, have a play, because there's nothing better than actually having the freedom to be a creator, to be a creator of your dreams. There's nothing better. And I say this, taking my skills away from me, my potential to sell services to you, because I genuinely believe people need this in their life. It's really, really important. So if you're interested, click the link below. Obviously, as an affiliate, I'm happy to help you guys as well. People that sign up under me, if they want to message me, if you want to sign up under me, then message me. And I, as your ambassador to you, as your being the person you signed under, I am happy to give you my time, one-on-one and training and so on. As much as I've got, I'll throw in some extra stuff in there to get you in. But thank you again. Really appreciate it. And God bless and all the best. Love to the family. I love that. That video your family took, and you were like, literally. Sorry, I had to add this. You had your daughter in your arms.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the computer working, and you didn't know you were being videoed. And your daughter was in your arms whilst you were being an entrepreneur. And it's just like that. Just sums it up. That just sums it up. I mean, this is for anyone. This is good for. I'd actually say it's really good for stay-at-home people, whether you're a mother or a father. It's good for stay-at-home. It gives you another level of independence, and even just to be creative. But anyway, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to keep on carrying on. So I better leave now because I just won't stop. I'm a bit like you in our meetings. We're passionate and we can't help. But I know it's been over an hour and a half. And I know you've got family and business to run, and I better leave it because I just won't stop. But thank you again for all your time. I'm going to be editing this, putting my intro, the mic drops intro and so on, and then I'll be distributing it out there. But whoever's watching from whichever medium, I'll be putting in the comments to the links to some free training, to the links to the 7-day free trial to Buildable. And if you're interested in being under my downline, I'm happy to help you. I've got experience in many areas of multimedia, media design and marketing. I know Chatbox even before it was integrated within this, so I can help you within that. And I'm happy to give you my time. But yeah, thank you again. All the best.
Awesome talk, man. And thank you, and it was a pleasure to be here. And from you who is watching this, I see you inside the platform. We have a lot of videos, trainings, mindsets, and everything. So we're going to see each other on the platform. All right?
Awesome. All the best. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. I'm just going to pause that now. Stop. Where are we? There we go. Brilliant.